Welcome again to Psych Entertainment, where I am currently sitting in our ambulance slash workshop slash toter home, whatever you want to call it. We're also finishing up on the Z1 late model, hopefully being able to fire it up today. I already did a bunch of work, already did a bunch of filming, so everything that's you're going to see from this point forward has already been done. We got the hydraulic line or the high pressure line for the power steering hose done. We got the fittings and everything for the transmission, for the burnt transmission, to make sure we got the clutch going to it. We got the headers and everything on. You know, we are just cruising along today. It's a beautiful Saturday. Just moving along. So like I said, from this point forward, you're going to see a bunch of stuff that just already has been done. And before we get to starting the motor and doing the oil change, because we do need to do an oil change because we haven't done it since the car's been out for this, since the motor's been out from last season. You know, then we'll film doing the oil change, priming and everything, and then possibly starting it up today. I'm still fighting with the drive shaft, but we'll work on that throughout the time. It just won't fit, so we gotta figure out what's going on with that. Other than that, we are just grinding away. But without further ado, here's the content. Here's what we've done so far, and I will see you here in a bit when we start to do all the rest of it, the oil change and everything else. Alright, now that you've seen all of that, it's time to start putting some fluids in. We need to put some power steering fluid in, see if it's going to leak from our fitting. We also got a hitch that we need to put on the ambulance, but let's go ahead and pour some fluid in, make sure we're not leaking. We need to put we need to put power steering fluid in, we need to do clutch fluid and all that, and we'll go from there. Alright, we got clutch fluid in, power steering fluid in. We're going to go ahead and drain the fluid out of the transmission. And we're also going to do an oil change. And then we need to get some coolant and stuff in so that we'll have that done. So for the transmission, I use type F automatic transmission fluid. We use .3 brake fluid for the clutch. We use Schaefer's 15W40 for the oil, and I believe we use the 7590 gear oil for gears that we're in. But let's go ahead and drain this transmission out, drain the oil out, and get ready for all new. Well, I forgot to film putting the transmission fluid in, but we got transmission fluid in, we got the old oil drained out, so we need to put the plug back in and put fresh oil back in. Alright, we got the plug in. Let's go ahead and put 8 quarts of 15W40 Schaefer's oil in it. Alright, well, we got oil in it, we got all the fluids in it, but we got a little bit of electrical issue. So, let me turn some light on in here. It's kind of dark. Alright, there we go, got some light. Well, like I said, we got a little bit of an electrical issue that we got to figure out. Turned the car over, got 60 pounds of oil pressure, so that was good. But right after I did that, I went to go start it back up again, and it did not start. So I ended up jumping the starter solenoid, and it worked just fine. So I'm thinking the solenoid might have went bad. So tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and change out that solenoid with a new one and see where it goes from there. So we'll have to start it on another day, I guess. Alright, after yesterday a failed attempt at trying to start the motor because of some issues, I don't know where. I charged the battery last night. If it still don't start today, most likely it's the solenoid that we need to change out. So let's see if we can get this thing to start. So, like I figured, we got some type of connection issue. I'm gonna go ahead and change this solenoid in here out with a new one and see if that helps our issue. Alright, today's the day to try to get this motor started. It is Sunday. Couple days been by since I last filmed that little bit before this part. They ended up canceling the race, well, the practice laps at Florence on the 12th. So we're gonna just try to prepare for next weekend. Hopefully the weather does a little bit better. I think it's calling for 61, but a chance of rain. But today we're gonna go ahead and try to get this motor started. It's been on the tender charger. So the battery should be all good, like I said before, the fluids are all done. So we're gonna go ahead and get this started. And also, you're gonna notice that we did a little bit of the work. We got the roof back on the car, the seats in and all finished. All the brackets and everything are all mounted up, so we were able to get all that done, get the roof back on, get all the wiring and stuff done. Not sure if I showed you the wiring, But we ended up taking pretty much almost everything that it had in and out and just putting all new in. We put on a new starter solenoid, we put the RPM control blocks, we put new switches and buttons, but pretty much don't mind the mess. But here's our new starter solenoid we got put in. All new wiring put in. It goes to my switch box back there. Oil pressure sensor lines. Pretty much everything in here is pretty much new. Well, newer from last season. But I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this beast started. It hasn't ran in a long time, so you know it's been a while, and I want to hear that sound of that nice 602 crane motor. Get me in a nice mood for, you know, racing coming up. So go ahead and we'll get this fired up.
Guaranteed me a job and my first 5 clients once I got certified. It's not a job, it's a lifestyle that pays really well. I want in. How do I get started? Get certified.
There you go. We got her fired up. Sounds good. Sounds healthy. A little bit of temp differential. Well, temp differences between some of the cylinders, which we're gonna do a little bit more. I'm not sure. You guys let me know how that is, if that's okay or not. It seemed like there's like the outsides, or the front left, front right, back left corner are done, are overheating, or not overheating, but heating up enough. So I don't know, let me know what you guys think. I couldn't get the temp up enough. That new radiator and the water and stuff is just keeping the motor extremely cold, and with it being cold outside too, it's not really helping. But we got the motor started. That was the whole goal. So now we're just moving on to the next things, which is little stuff we need to test to make sure it's going to drive. I need to get the transmission and stuff right. We need to bleed the clutch, all that stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We finally got it started. Now we got to work on, like I said, the little stuff. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Based on my YouTube Central thing that tells me all the information, 90-some% of you guys that watch my videos are not subscribed. It's free. You get to watch good content from behind the scenes and racing and, you know, race day vlogs. You know, every little thing that you guys do help. You know, like I said, everything you guys have done has helped me get our ambulance for the season, get the new car for the season. You know, everything you guys are doing, it's all because of you. That helps me get the things that I need to keep the program alive. So just, it's free. Hit that subscribe button. Even hit that notification bell. It will tell you anytime I post a video. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next video. Before we end off this video, by the way, by the time I've posted this video, obviously we did not do a practice day video because Florence canceled their event for practice night due to the weather. It ended up getting too cold, so we couldn't go out and practice. But hopefully this weekend is another practice night, which is the 18th, I believe. Let me double check here. Yep, nope, the 19th. The 19th I will be hopefully at Florence Speedway for again another open practice day, and then I believe the following weekend after that we start racing. But just before I cut to the end of the video, I just want to let you guys know that that's the plan, is the 19th to be at the track again. We are currently also working on the wrap. I did not put this part in the video because it was pretty tedious, but we did get our old wrap off, at least on one side. I gotta get the wrap off on the other side. But just a little bit of updates. The ambulance has been sent to a diesel shop to get some minor things done to it. So I probably won't have that the first, probably not this weekend, probably not even next, but hopefully the following weekend we'll have the ambulance back up and ready to be used for the race car. But thank you again, thank you guys for watching. Just wanted to fill you in a little bit of information, and I will see you guys in the next video.